Hello, hello. Welcome back to Death Stranding. Which, man, let's look at our figurines real quick. Dude. I wish I could zoom in further than that. I kind of genuinely want these. I should reach out to my dad who has a 3D printer and see if he's willing to make those things. Honestly, that'd be a good a product for them to make. Plastic army figurines of the of these things. Kojima, get on it. You own your own company now. You can look into getting merch. They should also make Figma figurines of these characters. Or Figma quality. It doesn't have to be through the Figma company. If your people don't know what I'm talking about, Figma is this Japanese company that makes some of the highest quality action figures in the world. Like, best action figures ever are either Figma or, what's the other company's name? The company owned by the creator of Spawn. I forget the name of... I'm blanking on his name. On his company. I would, if I ever get the spare money, I would love to, like, engage with, Figma figurine... or getting Figma figurines of this series. One day, if my channel does good enough where I can start to support myself on it more heavily, I want to eventually get a webcam, and I would love to set up a set behind me where I have a shelf where I have every game I beat, I want to have something that relates to that game on the shelf behind me. That's what I want. So, like, what is... Sam? I'm trying to look at the computer, Sam. What the fuck was that? I think I got another mail. BT plushies. Actually, I want a Krylobite plushie. For this, I'd try and go out of my way to get the BB lamp that they made for pre-order, for my shelf. Aaron Hill, Chronicles of Aaron Hill, Chapter 5, Journey's End. Hey Sam, you ever drop by the safe house I built for you? Yes. Tried to report back to the director once I finally had the thing up and running, but never heard nothing back. No heart of gold after all. No, no manners neither. Blech. Man, I could have cried after all the trouble I went to. Between you and me, maybe I did just a little. Not so much as a nice job. That's the least a guy can expect after a trek like that, don't you think? But right when I was about to give up on life, an angel appeared to save me. That's right, Fragile. Mwah. That sweet little ray of sunshine whisked me right back here in an instant. She seemed awfully tired, though. Had me a little worried. There's something in the air here in the Mountain Knot City, too. Something funky. Plus, Lockney's up and run off somewhere. But you're okay, right, Sam? I damn well hope so. We're here for you, and we're praying that you make it. Keep fighting the good fight. Oh, there are plushies of the Krylobites. Awesome. What is in the manual that's new? Sam's stamina. What about my stamina is new? Oh, resting on slopes. I've never tried to do it before, huh? That's funny. Sorry about my sniffles. Bad cold. Alright. Let's set back off now that everything's gotten a nice polish. That's a rerun. I do really like the lion ones. I hope they make a bunch of new BT types in the new game. Alright, let's start going up the mountain. Oh, Jesus, careful. The turning circles on these is a little rough. Yeah, as of the time I'm recording this, the next game comes out in only a couple of months. Even less by the time this is going up. And it is still very much winning the vote of what game I should play next, although only by 1 point. The runner-up, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, has 9 votes, this has 10 over on the Discord. But if I beat this game before that game comes out, I will probably start playing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door first. And then when Death Stranding 2 comes out, I'll sort of swap it over and do a mix of the two with another vote on the Ko-fi to determine some things. So, you know, support me on Ko-fi in order to directly influence the channel in various ways. Because what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll hold a vote on the Ko-fi asking people which series they like the most, or they want to see more of the most. Death Stranding 2, Fallout, New Vegas, or Paper Mario. And whichever one gets the most votes on it. My brother has a PS5 who I live with, so I can borrow it from him. Although that will result in me only being able to stream on late evenings in all likelihood. I'll have to talk with him about it a little bit more, make sure he's okay with me kidnapping his PS5 at the night, as long as I always return it. I know he's planning on getting the game pretty much right when it comes out, and that's how I'm going to have access to it, despite not having spare cash. Is this where I want to turn off? No, let's go a little further before we turn off. But yeah, words. I have a rough plan of how I'll handle that, but yeah, there'll be a vote on the Ko-fi to determine out of those 3 games which one is a daily series. And the other 2 will go to that old-fashioned every other day scheduling system. Alright, let's go pick up an ancient pizza. Man, I used to watch Jacksepticeye on and off. He seems like a pretty chill dude in the YouTuber space. I don't watch a lot of that kind of content anymore, though. Careful. I've become more and more a video essay kind of guy. That and Manly Badass Hero I watch a fuck ton of. Where am I going? Where am I looking? Up there more? Yeah. Yeah, up there more. Oh, who's calling me?
Sam, you're not going to believe what I found. It's about the BP experiments, their true purpose. According to official records, they were continued in secret on the order of President Strand. Supposedly with the primary objective of developing BT detectors and preventing void-outs. Any advancements that could be applied to the fields of chiral communications and beach research were meant to be of purely secondary benefit. But it turns out, that's just a cover story. The truth is, Sam, BBs were originally conceived as catalysts for the operation of the chiral network. They're integrated into the infrastructure of Knot cities for that very reason. Every single one you've brought into the fold. It was probably Amelie herself who installed them as she moved west with the first expedition, carrying out her mother's grand plan, making sacrifice after sacrifice on the altar of progress. President Strand told the people what they wanted to hear and did what she thought had to be done.
So every city has a BB in it.
But I'm starting to wonder if it didn't cost her soul. The chiral network is our greatest creation, our proudest achievement, and our guiltiest sin.
That's why the thing I put in looks like a BB pod.
Maybe if we knew more about Cliff and the BB experiments, we'd be better placed to judge. I'll be in touch.
It makes me think of an anime that I'm a big fan of, but I'm not going to say anything further, because clarifying what anime would be a spoiler for that anime. Because in it, it's like a sci-fi society, and there's a reveal at a certain point that all of the technology that keeps their society up and running... Oh, there's a chip up there. That keeps their society up and running is powered by genetically altered humans that they basically, like, force to live in these little pods in a basically senseless, tortured life. And the main characters are revealed to be two of those beings who broke free from the pods, the main villain being a guy who wants retribution for his people and to kill all humanity so that his people can live, like, inherit the earth because they're the ones who made it work. And the good guy we follow being somebody who has forgiven his creators. I'm not going to specify further than that because I don't want to say with the name of the show or give away what it is. It's just an anime I very much like, and I've definitely recommended it in the past. Ooh, we're good. Alright, let's turn in all of the memory chips we have and then get that pizza. I'll tell you what, on the Discord, I will put a big list of animes that I recommend, and it will be one of them. That way you can watch just a number of shows I think are very worth watching, but you won't know which one is the one I spoiled. I'll do that after stream. Let's turn in our memory chips here. Some of them you'll probably be able to put together pretty quickly aren't the one I'm referring to, but...
Well, would you look at this? Thank you so much, Sam. Ah, what's this? Something for the director? Pity he's not around to accept it. I'll hold on to it for safekeeping. Allow me to thank you on his behalf.
Thank you kindly, Sam. I'll treasure it.
I love her coat.
A dog. You have my heartfelt gratitude.
I would love to get a copy of the coat she has in real life to use as like a raincoat of sorts. Another thing I want is a newer anime, Trigun Stampede. I would love the shirt that Vash wears in Trigun Stampede. Alright. Hang on, let's move our pizza, our truck a little closer because I'm going to put it in there. No, I should carry it on my back so that my shoulder pads can keep it warm, actually. I don't need that. I want the classic glasses. I don't really care about the classic coat. I feel like it would look too silly on me. The big red trench coat. I know, I'm trying to donate that thing that I left on the ground. Looks so weird when it's in there. Can you imagine a VR port of this game? Alright. Alright, now to ease our way down. So wait, is Hideo Kojima not in this game? Because I could have sworn he was going to crop up as the pizza guy. I do not trust that ramp. Yeah, play on one of those VR treadmills, exactly. Alright, come on. I'm glad that this is considered keeping the pizza flat still. If I specifically want a spoiler, I'll ask for it. Shit. Give me your grenade. Come on, stop rolling. I love the epic music for the final pizza delivery. Alright, let's get charged up. Okay, I guess we're going. I was kind of holding the brakes that whole time. Alright, there should be a way onto the road to the right, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe to the left. Maybe if I just go forward and jump here. Ah, dang it. Come on. Let me on there again. There we go. Alright, pizza delivery time. Oh god, this is such a fucking bop. I love, like, music that sounds like it's been ripped straight from a cyberpunk dystopia. You know, like real-life music is what I'm saying. It is crazy that we're basically living in a cyberpunk dystopia. Mega corporations control media in most of the world. The people are getting cybernetic implants and brain implants and robotic limbs all over the place. Self-driving cars exist. Robots are beginning to get rolled out for factory work. We live in a cyberpunk dystopia in real life. Like, America is exactly what cyberpunk was warning people about right now. We have created the pain sphere. God, the rain is pouring. We should definitely try and move underneath a shelter to touch up all of our supplies a little bit. Apparently I lost another hermetic grenade, my bad. Yeah, not the fun pain sphere too. It's the pain sphere! The pain sphere! It's spherical! God, this game's so cool. Yeah, it's not stopped raining. That seat feels very bad. That it's just... Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, that seems bad. Oh look, no rain over here apparently. Apparently there are pockets of areas not getting rain. I don't know if this is even Higgs's fault. I think it's just our fault. Asshole parking directly on the middle of the fucking road. So I'm tempted to add a couple of Death Stranding characters into my Hero Infinite tabletop campaign. Like, I think Heartman and Deadman would fit very well into my setting. Because for those who haven't followed it, it's basically cheesy fanfiction, the tabletop campaign. Every player makes a superhero, and the setting is jam-packed full of all of our favorite fictional characters. It's a good time. Alright, let's quickly think about what we want to do next. We're going to want to, basically right here, yeah, like that. Ooh.
Hey, Sam, I see you're coming up on Lake Knot. Stay strong. We're all rooting for you to finish the job and come home safe. By the way, I've made more progress in a certain investigation. It seems that Clifford Unger willingly put his own child in the care of the scientists conducting the BP experiments. But he did so completely unaware of their true intentions. This is pure speculation, but I think when Cliff found out about their plans, he attempted to reclaim custody. And after he failed, the BB remained in the program's care. In which case, he would have every reason to bear a grudge towards the president, the woman who allowed it all to happen, don't you think? But just because President Strand is dead, doesn't mean his hate died with her. No, I think he redirected it towards Bridges, towards you and Amelie and anyone close to the director. And now that hate is driving him to set in motion the last Stranding, to bring an end to the world as we know it. Why else would Cliff hold Amelie hostage on the beach? He must know that she's an EE.
I feel
There's
like
no
we're
time
missing
to lose.
something.
You have to save her and the director. Though
I feel
still
like we're
don't
missing an
understand
important
how he
piece.
managed to travel to her beach in the first place. There must be more to their relationship. I'll see what I can find.
I feel like I'm missing some important piece of information. There's more to this than what we have learned. Come on, fuck. Come on, there we go. Oh, hang on. Give me that shelter. Oh my, dude, fuck. The fucking brakes on this thing suck. Yeah, fix everything up nicely. Look at that. Dude, jump. What the fuck is wrong with the jumps in this game? God. Yeah, I really do think the one thing that's gonna hold this game back from getting a high ranking when I grade it in my yearly anniversary video is gonna be how fucking buggy the vehicles are, and I can only hope the sequel makes the vehicles work better. Come on, come on. God, fuck. There we go. Hang on. Turn around real quick. About 8 minutes. Really closer to 9. Where is the... No, no, stop. What is happening? There we go. Fuck. No, no, fuck. Oh shit. Okay, hang on.
All weapons will be locked until departure. Delivering cargo. Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
Is it gonna shoot me all the way to 5 stars? Yup. Oh, only to 3? Higgs custom handgun, yeah. Big 5. Oh, nope, there it is. Higgs's custom shotgun. Higgs's custom riot shotgun. Higgs, let's go. Higgs's custom assault rifle, non-lethal assault rifle, and a Higgs patch.
Cargo addressed to Porter awaiting collection.
Sorry, my nose is all stuffy. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. We got all the stars.
CA registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
What a weird thing for him to do at the end here. And there we go, every region connected in at 5 stars. Woo!
Chiral communications established. Chiral printer is now operational. Good work. Keep on keeping on.
This is our first time actually seeing what it looks like inside of one of these. Oh. Oh, that's, yeah, all the shipping suddenly makes a lot more sense. The world is coded for deliveries, but I need more. What does that say? But I need more power. No anomalies. That's from this hid alpha he had at the start of the game. Higgs was here. I'm particle of God. Fuck Sam, to hell with you. Game over, Sam. Why does he hate me so much? We just can't make Bridges. Who needs bridges? Cold pizzas for the dogs. Hot pizza for loser. All the pizza boxes. Ohio, 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 Ohio. So wait, how many of the grenades do I got on me? Ah, that's enough. The golden, also with golden rounds, which are even more effective against BTs. Okay. And has a grenade launcher on it. What? Well, thank you. Holy shit. That's a good fucking thing. Let's go and recycle the other ones. Holy fuck. A grenade launcher. Another message she wrote on his bed. Let me go look at that.
Thank you for your Keep on keeping on.
Wrong button. Continues for use. Oh, there it is. Forget. Fragile, forget you ever met me. That feels almost like a message of like, hey, I regret what I did, move on. But I don't think he regrets anything he did, considering he was trying to fucking go full Joker on everybody and end the world. Alright, now let's go ahead and... just build it right here. And I think we're gonna let Sam rest and end this episode here. Man. A photo on the ceiling. Oh, I'll look at that next episode. Alright, yeah, next episode we'll pop down, look at that photo on the ceiling I missed. And then it's probably on to the end game. Hope you've all been enjoying this episode of Death Stranding. And cards appearing in a moment. Love all you very, very much, and ta-ta for now.